Scorpio, hi, welcome to my channel. So today we've got a weekly reading for you for the 25th to the 31st of July 2022. No particular subject. We're going to take an issue, something you're aware of, something you're not aware of, recent past advice and potential outcome. At the end there'll be an opportunity for an extended reading where we'll dive in deeper. You can watch this for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising or Venus, or even your North Node, or if any of those planets are currently transiting your 8th house. This could be for you. Once again, thank you for the continued support. Like, share, subscribe, comments. It does wonders for the channel. It's the easiest way to support the channel. Sends the messages far and wide. It's very much appreciated. So thank you very much. And the description box has all the information you need. Links to Vimeo and Patreon for the extended, website link for private reads, as well as Instagram link for photos of this. Okay. So this cross watchers, you are more than welcome. This week we have the new moon in Leo on the 28th. It's at 5 degrees and it's trining Jupiter. Jupiter the same day also goes retrograde. But kind of that's all overshadowed by this triple conjunction in Taurus. Mars, Uranus and the North Node all meeting at 18 degrees of Taurus. So do check your charts, see where 18 degrees of Taurus is. And what corresponding house that is, and that's the area that's going to be possibly big changes. The North Node being like your true path, your true north. So there could be life path changes. If you're already on your destined life path, this could be an acceleration. Mars has the energy to propel. So yeah, do expect some sort of big changes coming. Leo rules the heart, so do make sure any new beginnings, any decisions, anything that requires some sort of jump, make sure it's heart-led. You know, the mind, the brain thinks, the heart knows, so trust, and yeah, all should be well. Okay, so Scorpio, I had interesting songs for you. It was Far Away by Nickelback. So there could be somebody either coming back around or somebody has a lot of love for you or wants to try again or something like that. But I almost feel like it's somebody that emotionally maybe emotionally distant, because it was strange. There was a point in it where I was then kind of taken to Godfather, and one Miguel Corleone was on the phone to his girlfriend at the time, and she tells him, I love you, and he doesn't say it because he's with in front of all his friends. And then as he puts the phone down, Clemenza goes, why do you not tell that young lady that you love her? I love you with all of my heart. If I don't see you soon, am I going to die? Obviously, that's just repeating the phrase. That's not a stereotypical bash at Italians there. But yeah, so there's something that is emotionally distant from this person. Maybe they can't say what they feel, or something along those lines. So let's see what's going on. Two more. Scorpio. Ooh, the Wheel of Fortune. Things are changing. Beautiful. Something we're aware of. Something we're not aware of. Recent past. Advice. Potential outcome. Okay. We have the Hanged Man, the Two of Swords, the World, and the Seven of Wands. Four of Wands, King of Cups, course correction. Okay, I kind of feel like the universe is intervening something here. It's time to be happy, Scorpio. It's time to be happy. Something could be coming back round with this Wheel of Fortune. But there's a need to I'm trying to think who the sign was that I spoke about. It could have been Gemini. And again, I've not had the chance to look into this too much since I spoke to Gemini about it, if it was Gemini. We hear all about healing the inner child, but this potentially could be healing the inner teenager. You know, there could be some things that happen in teenage years that weigh you down that you're not necessarily realising. Okay. So we've got what we're aware of is the 5 of discs. So this is, it's negative energy. What we're not aware of is the devil. So it's a shadow that we're maybe not looking at. You know, he's not seeing the pentacles in front of him here. This is shadows that they're carrying from behind. You know, this is maybe an unwillingness to look at something, but it's time to change that. We've got the Hangman and the 2 of Swords here, and the 2 of Swords are in the ground to be lifted up to take this down, to chop, which would lead to the 3 of Wands, and I'll explain why in a second. Let's find the 3 of Wands. Okay, the 3 of Wands is next to the 7 of Cups and Justice. So the 3 of Wands is basically the Hangman just released from the constraints here in this deck. So the 7 of Cups, you could have your Venus in Scorpio, is with the Justice card. I almost feel like this is illusions. Perhaps I'm getting like Natalie Imbruglia torn now. Perhaps you've chosen people in the past based on how you maybe you see the good in people, or maybe you see something that they don't. You see the potential of somebody, and then you feel let down because they don't live up to that potential. Whatever it is, it's something that's kind of stemmed from your childhood, your teenage years. I feel is something that's coming up for healing. Recent past, we have the 8 of Cups, and again, I kind of feel like that's that song Far Away. So there could be a distance that's been created between you and another person here. Doesn't have to be. This could be just, you know, far away in Nickelback's song. If you look at some of the lyrics, it could be just coming back to yourself. It could be your soul saying, you know, like, welcome back. I'm holding on to you now. But there's something about not facing something here, not facing a shadow. Your advice is the Knight of Wands. For me, the Knight of Wands in this deck, it's a messenger of good news, but it's here to say about the teenage aspect, because your outcome is the Page of Wands, which is the child. So there's something here that needs looking at in regards to your teenage years. We need to heal the inner child. We need to heal the inner teenager. Something could have happened in regards to toxic people. If we think about that Natalie Imbruglia song Torn, it kind of breaks down in the sense of perhaps falling for somebody on the surface that was wonderful, but once they got what they wanted, they left you feeling torn, left you kind of heartbroken. But the problem is now your relationships are based on that. So because everything is energy, and what we put out we receive back, if you're 9 of Wands type of energy of putting out what you don't want, remember the universe cannot distinguish between wants, needs, desires. It just reflects your vibration. So if your vibration is focused on what you don't want rather than what you do want, you're going to get what you're focusing on. So if people have hurt you in the past, if they've been, say for example, this is we'll say a female who repeatedly brings in emotionally unavailable men who appear on the surface as fantastic. You know, the illusions in your head may create a scenario, and then they do the same thing over and over again. They get what they want, they get bored of the person, or they move on. This is something that's coming back and round and round and round for you, something that's linked to your teenage years. And the universe is saying it's time to cut yourself down here, because the world is here. The world in some decks is the universe, but it's also Saturn. Saturn's bringing something back around for you to free yourself. I almost feel like this is an intervention here, because if we look, we've got the Four of Wands next to the Seven of Wands. So the Four of Wands is this kind of repeated pattern. Could be diving into, you know, the Four of Wands can indicate a second step, like a progression in a relationship, going from dating to official to engagement. You know, it's that next step up, but it's obviously a pattern that is continuing in regards to yourself. But the universe is stepping in now. So we've got these Four of Wands here, which is all these things coming at you. You're stood there, and now we've got the guides from above, your spirit guides stepping in, making things clear. And when you do that, and when you look at your past with compassion and non-judgment, boom, that's where your course correction comes in. Your North Node, your pattern changes. You know, you can't, what is it? Dr. Joe Dispenza always says, you know, you can't create a new future based on the past emotions. You can't. Everything is needs to be based on fresh ideas and not repeating patterns. So I kind of feel like the seed's planted here. You know, be the seed. The seed doesn't fear light, it doesn't fear darkness, but it uses both to grow. So we have to face our demons, and sometimes these demons can go back to, you know, not only childhood but the inner teenager. So go talk to the inner teenager. It wants you to be free. And it might be that you're far away with the Nickelback song, but it's always with you, you know. So you could be in your 50s, 60s, 70s. I mean, you know, age is no barrier. We can go back to that teenage. We can go back to that teenager that's always going to be there. It's always with you, same as the inner child. So in your meditations, go back, heal, speak to your teenager, speak to what they want you to hear, speak to them to say that it turns out okay. You know, you don't have to keep repeating this pattern. Okay guys, in your extended, we're going to just focus on you. We'll do past, present, future. We'll look at your positives coming in, negatives to watch out for, your next steps. And I'm extremely confident that with this Wheel of Fortune here, your outcome is going to be beautiful. Okay, so who have we got? We've got Wheel of Fortune is Sagittarius. We got, for me as a reader anyway, I just read it as Jupiter. We have Devil, which is Capricorn. Eight of Cups, Saturn in Pisces. Five of Discs is Mercury in Taurus. Pisces, Capricorn again. Venus in Aries. What do we have? Taurus, Moon in Sagittarius. Definitely Moon in Sagittarius. We've got the Temperance and the High Priestess together as well. We have Venus in Scorpio. But we've got Wands, we've got Cups, we've got Discs, and we've got Swords. Everybody's here, those are your standouts. Scorpio, if you can join me, they're sending fantastic. If not, look after yourself. You've got this. You know, let's start moving away from emotionally unavailable people to something that's worth it. Okay, take care. Bye.